Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sega Driven YouTube channel. I'm Sonic Yoda and I wanted to talk to you about Sega handhelds. Now, I know for a personal reason, the Sega Genesis Nomad is quite the white whale, isn't it? I think a lot of us would like one, but they are rarer than hen's teeth and only released in America, so you have to import the damn thing. Very, very, very difficult to get a hold of, unfortunately. And unfortunately, that means they are now massively expensive. And as a result, yeah, I don't know if you'd really want to spend that sort of money on one, because as much as there is something glamorous about an official Sega Mega Drive portable, they haven't aged so well. They burn through batteries like nobody's business. They take 6, I think, like a Game Gear. And also, like a Game Gear, it's got that horrible old school ghosty screen, so when things move you get all this ghosting and stuff, and it's just not the way you want to be playing Mega Drive games, unfortunately, especially in this day and age. Now, of course, you can mod them and put lovely new screens in them, but yeah, there's also the price of, you know, modification as well, and that ain't cheap either, unfortunately. You've got to get someone who knows their stuff, or do it yourself and potentially risk breaking the thing. So what alternatives do you have? Well, not an awful lot of officially licensed things, but there are some, and one of them is the Arcade Ultimate Portable. So there are a few models of this out there, but what makes this stand out is we have 6 button controls and also an SD card slot. So we're going to put this thing through its paces like we have done with a lot of the AtGames hardware that we've looked at on this channel. I'm going to use the same set of software to test this. But what we can do with this over the other ones is, thankfully, due to that SD card slot, we can side load custom software onto this. And the thing that we're going to be using on this to improve its output with actual Mega Drive games is the Neato bootloader. This is a custom piece of software that will allow us to basically upgrade this system. So what with it being an AtGames piece of hardware, it suffers from the same problems in sound emulation. You know, you will hear it when we do the side-by-side comparison, which we can actually fix using the Neato bootloader. And also, this is an entirely locked down system without the Neato software, which means that we can't force it into 50 or 60 hertz, we can't go PAL or NTSC, but with the Neato bootloader we can do that as well. So we can increase the compatibility with the software using the Neato bootloader and make it output in whatever speed, refresh rate or region we want, basically, which is fantastic. So we're going to go and muck around with our choice software that we normally use with the AtGames systems and see how compatible it is, see what differences are between base hardware and Neato bootloader, and just see how well it works. So there we go, that was the AtGames Arcade Classic Portable. We're still not quite there, but that Neato bootloader does improve things dramatically. We obviously still have some compatibility issues because of the hardware, unfortunately, but thankfully we do obviously now allow us to force things into 60 Hz or 50 Hz. We can obviously select the region correctly, get things to play in the correct speed, and obviously that sound fix does improve things dramatically as well. So still a nice little thing to own. It is not perfect, unfortunately, but it's an AtGames system. What were we expecting? But it does improve things, and it does give us quite a nice sizable bit of the Mega Drive library on the go. Yeah, it's not quite Nomad, but we do obviously have an improved screen as well. You may have noticed, obviously the screen resolution is not correct, and we do get some screen tears as and when things are scrolling. I think it's mainly vertically, it's a little bit squished. So there is that as well, but screen quality is just dramatically better in comparison to a Nomad with the ghosting and things like that. Obviously you can modify Nomads, but that's an expense that you have to factor in, and if you want to do it yourself, you do obviously have to rely on your own skills and potentially breaking it as well. So yeah, it's completely up to you whether you go that route. But this is an affordable option, nice clear screen. We can now force things into 60 or 50 Hz or the correct region using the Neato bootloader. But you do still have some compatibility problems, and obviously that screen resolution isn't quite right. But yeah, a nice little thing. Probably one of the better AtGames systems thanks to that Neato bootloader.